Hello, welcome to episode 17 of our Let's Play. Last time, we entered the future because of Dusknoir, and we met up with Grovyle, and he helped us get out and escape. And currently, we're on the run from the Sableye of Dusknoir's gang, and we're trying to meet up with Grovyle. And it seems like there's only one way for him to go, so we are going that path. Are you ready, Lanogia? All set. I managed my inventory with the Kangaskhan statue on the right side, so I believe I'm ready for the dungeon up ahead. Now this is not what I expected. Oh, Focus Blast, that could be pretty good. But yeah, I didn't expect the dungeon to be so colorful compared to the other two dungeons. Not that it's very colorful. I mean, look at it, it's all brown. I mean, the previous places were just all dark and gloomy, but this place looks like an actual cave. I mean, that's not really saying much considering we did enter a cave, literally. Oh, we got a Shelgon with seemingly more than 70 HP, which is surprising. Well, actually, I shouldn't be surprised. The enemies are a lot tougher now. I mean, hey, we got 110 HP right now. So it makes sense that the enemies are pretty tough as well. There goes Leech Seed. Let's see how much they really have. I mean, it seems to be consistently about 80 HP, and I'm doing about 100 to them after that interaction. Ooh, there's a Tangrowth, which means we're finally finding the evolved form of Tangela after all those caves before. Tangrowth doesn't seem to give a whole lot of XP. We're getting so many energy balls. That's crazy to me. Also, we found Metang, which is the evolved form of Beldum, which is a Pokemon we've seen in the first dungeon in the future. So, as always, they're weak to fire because they're Psychic Steel, not like their types change. I can't really recall many Pokemon that have their types change when they evolve. I can only think of a few. The things I'm thinking of are Larvitar into Pupitar into Tyranitar, whereas the transition from Pupitar to Tyranitar gains the Dark type. And then there's also Scorpy and Drapion, which, same thing really, they become a Dark type out of nowhere, seemingly. But I can't really recall any other Pokemon that really do that. Yet again, some Pokemon do gain types, but what I mean is that they usually don't change their type. Of course, there are some bug types that do drastically change because of how the metamorphosis type of thing works. So maybe that's like an example, but other than that, I can't really think of any. If you know any, let me know, because I'm genuinely curious, because I'm forgetful of all of the, like, over 1,000 Pokemon by now. But I would say I do know quite a lot. We got here a Muck, which is the evolved form of our good buddy, Fred, the Grimer, who sadly cannot join us here. Because if I could, I would bring them. Because that Grimer carries me. Well, I wouldn't say carry, but they do a lot for us. I miss them. Hopefully, that, since we're in the future, they outlived everyone and grew to be in this future, and we can find them again and say hello to Fred. That'd be like a pretty cool plot point. You see your old buddies that you recruited in the dungeons. They would even have to keep their names and all that. Though, you probably wouldn't want to fight them. Who knows if they would recognize you? How long has it been? Who knows how much we're in the future? Ooh, another TM here. We got Roost. That's pretty nice. That's like a self-heal we could use for any bird types. Bird type? What am I saying? It's a flying type. Okay, there we go. We can just beat him up, yeah. Wow, could have seen that coming, but it's okay. The stairs are right here. Let's move on, because I think to the right is just a dead end. Yeah. Another Muck. Sadly, we don't have any ground moves or psychic moves, but that's okay. They're not particularly too tough, as you can see of what we just did. Razor Leaf is such a good move. I should never replace that one. I mean, there is Energy Ball, but we're just physical attackers right now. I haven't really seen any, like, physically bulky walls yet, so it's never been a problem to me. Let's try Brick Break. Actually, nah, it's not very effective. We'll just Scratch. What? I'm terrified, huh? What does that even mean? For like you know what I'm talking about? Like, what does being terrified as the main character do? Does it just prevent me from attacking? Because I couldn't really test that. Because I know if it was my teammate that got afraid, they would have actually ran away physically, but the partner? I mean, my character. Do they get scared? I mean, obviously, they just did, but you know what I mean. We got another scope lens, which means higher critical hit rate. We're just gonna... Oh, we don't need to get rid of the poison yet. It'll be fine. It's not like I'll explode anytime soon. Let's test if they have 84 HP. Ow. They do have 84 HP. So it seems about 90 HP is about how much they have. So, good to know. I kind of doubt they would have, like, 85 HP. It's gotta be, like, around 90, if I had to guess. So, luckily we're doing just about over that. I say just about. That was, like, 30 points over, 120 damage. Sealed Ruin. Next floor. Mobile Orb. What does that do? Enables movement anywhere. Oh, so does that mean I can walk on water and lava? And also sky tiles? That's pretty handy. I don't really need it right now. We got Attract, which would be helpful for bosses if it wasn't for the fact that a lot of, like, really strong bosses are most likely genderless. We're talking about legendaries here. They don't really have gender, so we can't really attract them, even if we wanted to. So I don't think Attract will be that helpful. Especially since I don't even know, like, what the gender of the Pokemon are by default. You'd have to, like, look into the code and prepare, like, ahead to see what would be the most valuable. Looks like my inventory's all full again. I'll just eat my apples. Yeah, sure. I do have 3 Reviver Seeds. I don't really need these. Since I have a Big Apple, I'll just increase my maximum belly size, because Big Apples will pretty much just increase my HP completely. Yeah, you can deal with that. Grass types are kind of brutal when it comes to status effects and all that, and since I'm paralyzed, can't really do much. We'll just let him deal with it, even if it is like a kind of like an even matchup. Well, I say even, it's not like I'll lose. Yeah. Even though I don't have any super effective moves, that's what I'm for. Being paralyzed is kind of a cripple, can't really do anything about that. Metal Claw? Wow, that did a lot of damage for being a not very effective move. Huh. Cherry Berry is for paralysis. That's not particularly useful, because I was just paralyzed. Could have used that a little earlier, huh? I'm just gonna use my throwable cereal. I don't really need to attack. There we go. Money. Huh. Money's kind of worthless. Oh, here's an example of where having a move... Oh, wait a second. I have a 4 times effective move here. Oh, I'm immobilized. That's not good. I just remembered I have Brick Break for this exact kind of purpose. Where's my heal seed? Yeah, there we go. Bam. Alright. Let's test out Brick Break for the very first time. Boom. You love to see it. Ooh, a new move. What's this? Facade. Oh, this is really good. Hang on. Inflicts damage on the target, and double damage if the user has a burn status, poison status, or badly poisoned status. It's situational, so I probably won't... Ooh. It's better than Scratch for sure. Let me see. Oh, that hit ratio though. 4 power. Wow. Okay, probably won't. I do want to get rid of Scratch eventually, but for a move like Facade, it's way too situational to actually gain any valuable or any value out of it, and it's a normal move, so I'd rather keep the move that has the most likely chance of fainting the opponent, while also conserving as much power points as possible, because power points are very useful for especially long dungeons. Ooh, looks like we're on part 2 of this dungeon. It seems like a good breakpoint to heal and all that. Oops, I didn't mean to click all that. Can I actually consume anything here? I can trash the Iron Thorns. Yeah, I don't need those. I'm just gonna trash a few things that I don't need. Yeah, I don't need Stamina Band. That's just for conserving hunger, but I have big apples, so it's not too bad. But it's not the thing I want. I don't really need a skateboard because we're not like in any danger necessarily. And dying, sure it would suck, but we have 3 reviver seeds. Who's really gonna die, really? Scope lens, I could use 2 of. I probably don't need... Yeah, I don't need that. Yeah, we'll have, like, a full inventory. Let's go. We're almost getting close to the bottom now, Lanogia. We have to catch up to Grovyle soon. Let's keep it up. You got it, bro. Ah, I've gone quite deep. There's not much farther now. Oh, what is that? It looks like a very small, like, zoomed-out Pidgey. If I can get through here, I should be at the forest. The Sableye are coming. There's no time to waste. That reminds me. I wonder how those two are doing. Have they eluded the Sableye? Ah, forget it. This isn't the time. I have to give my priority to my own mission no matter what. I vow to complete it, even if it means making sacrifices. Time to go. You there! Stop! Huh? Who's there? You invade this place with no warning? Then you disturb my slumber? Then without apology, you try to leave? Who's there? Who are you? You dare to anger us? We expect you to pay for these insults. Where are you? Quit hiding and reveal yourself. You accuse us of hiding? We do not hide. We are here. We are Spiritu. Oh, there is no mercy for those who transgress against us. Gah! Ooh. Spiritom's one of those Pokemon that don't have weaknesses in this generation. What is a Patsy Orb? Does that remove the enemy's items? Oh, Patsy Band. Boost foes' critical hit ratio? Huh? A held item that increases the Pokemon's chance of taking critical hits from the enemy's moves and attacks. Now, you may be thinking, wow, this is worthless, why would anyone use that? I think there are some Pokemon that do benefit from getting crit. And even though it's pretty bad to be crit, you take extra damage and all that, and they bypass defenses, I think there's an ability that boosts your stats after receiving a crit. So it could be helpful. I'm just gonna throw this, who needs that? Causes hallucinations. And you're weak to fire, so here you go. By 4 times, so that's gonna do a lot. Gotta love enemies being weak to fire, huh? Speaking of weak to fire, here you go. I just wanted experience. Hey, okay. Now here's where Facade actually would have been helpful. If I even get the attack off. I mean, that's another thing about Facade, like, you're only really getting value if you burned, huh? Granted, you don't get the attack penalty for being burned, so it would be very good for that situation. But I'm also a fire type, I don't get burned. So, it's a good call that I made where I just didn't need Facade. Like, there's too many factors for it to be an actually good move. So, Scratch is better. Which is very surprising, because in the main game, Scratch you replace as soon as you get like a better normal move or something. Gravity grows heavier on the floor, meaning Levitate is suppressed, and being a flying type is also suppressed, so you can be hit by ground moves. I should have used Brick Break, my bad. I took the price for that one, jeez. Whew, that did a lot. It's a good thing my buddy is always out. He's always there for me if I get hurt too badly. What is this seed? Xi Seed? Oh, we can use those against those Spiritoons you saw. We're gonna use a Flame Wheel here, attack around the corner. Wow. Mirror Shot? I think that's a special steel move, so it would not have done much. Actually, what is my special defense? Let me check that real quick. Yeah, 58. That would have done way less damage if it was a steel move. Well, I say way less. It's only 1 point difference. Scratch. We don't need to use any fire moves on you. We got our buddy here. Nice. Consume the power points as much as you can. I do have max elixirs, but there might be a situation where we step on maybe a sticky trap or an enemy eats our items with bug bite, but there haven't been any bug bite Pokemon as of late, which is a pretty good thing. No bug types other than Fortress. I think that's what its name is. Fortress. I think it's called Fortress. But they haven't used bug bite. We got Shelgon again. I always liked their design. Oh. I like their design because they're just a funny ball. Like, look at them. Uh-oh. Oh, they can attack too? What's happening to me? You'll be okay, right? Am I slowed? What's going on? Mini counter status. Mobile. What should I use? I think I'll give you a taste of your own medicine. There we go. Yeah, we'll deal with that guy so far. Bite was not very effective. Oh, right, in this generation, Steel types resist Dark and Ghost. I forgot about that. So that'll be a little dangerous. Man, they got hit with a heavy nerf. I don't know when it was introduced, but I think it was Gen 6, I believe, where they got the nerf. Because I think Gen 5 was the same, maybe. But yeah, that's kind of a good thing that they nerfed Steel types' defenses, because they even gave it another resist against Fairy. And they probably knew, about that, and that's why they removed the resists for those other two types. Because imagine Steel types resisting nearly every single type in the game. Good change. It does suck, but good change. Okay, here we go, another muck. I don't have any ammo. I tried to do the LNR button, as you can see on the bottom right of the screen. The controls. Where are my throwables? Here you are. Is that you? Take this rock. Whoops. I was trying to press it, but it wouldn't let me in the menu. Oh. It didn't pick up... Okay, so that's what Terrified does. So, Terrified seems to be unable to just perform actions, but you can still move. That makes sense. Turns the user invisible. That's not very helpful, is it? Because my teammate will still be visible. Because it says the user, not necessarily anyone else. But he'll be pretty tanky. I guess it will be helpful if my teammate gets low, and I need to deflect the damage onto someone else. So, if I am able to shift whoever he's attacked, that'll be pretty handy for the boss fight coming up ahead. Because most definitely we're going to fight those Spiritombs at the end. Mud Bomb? Eh, my accuracy wasn't lowered, so I'm fine. There's a Metang down there. Throw this rock. Whoops! I pressed LNA instead of LNR. My bad. Ooh, item down there. I want to pick that up first. Apple. Okay, I'll just eat it. Ground. Apple. Eat. I'm at that situation where I have so many items that I don't want to get rid of, because they all have a purpose, but I also need to get rid of something. Like, I can't possibly need all of my items. Especially my orbs, actually. What am I doing? I'm actually going to use one of my orbs here. Well, yeah, I could do that. Yeah, let's, just explore. This game is called Explorers of Sky, after all. Well, we're not necessarily in the sky. Also, I just used a fire move by accident. I just noticed that the floor has changed a little bit. It is now... It looks kind of like a dragon type of layer. Yeah, does anyone else see that? Like the color scheme just looks like a dragon type of place. I'm not crazy with that, right? Like, anyone else agree? It kind of reminds me of that one tower in Pokemon Black and White, where those Druddigons lived. If you guys know what that Pokemon is, it's the blue dragon with the red head. It looks like a place that Pokemon would live in. I should use a Druddigon eventually. Like, it doesn't really evolve into anything, but it just looks kind of cool. Like, it screams like the type of Pokemon that was made just to be an enemy that you would find in a dungeon. It would just be a perfect Pokemon to be inside of Mystery Dungeon. I think it's in Gates to Infinity, because that game is where all the Gen 5 Pokemon are. So, maybe. That could be it. Sealed Ruined Pit. Ah, looks like we're here. Oh, that's what that thing is. That thing that I said looked like a small Pidgey just zoomed really far away. That looks like Spiritomb's, Odd Keystone, I think that's what it is. I see it now. I get it now. Ugh, you two. Grovyle, are you alright? Stay back. Huh? Wait, well, why? Careful. An enemy lurks nearby. What? Where? It's right beside you. Next to me? It can't be this. Does he know? Whoa. Yeah. All those who trespass upon this land, none shall be forgiven. None. Not at least all you. Who is that? Who are you? You ask that of us? Our name is Spiritomb. We are the manifestation of a fusion of spirits. 108 of them. Wow. I did not know that. Be careful, you two. That Pokemon is strong. Yeah. Prepare to take your punishment. I mean, it can't be that bad, right? I still have my fire moves? Of course. Of course he's in front of Rocky, not me. Oh well, buddy, you can go ahead and eat this. Okay, there we go. And now I shall use my Sleep Seed and then wail on him. Bam. Oh, that's kind of a funny little detail. He's back in the Keystone. Also, 200 damage, wow. Wait. If I throw this at the enemy, does it increase my ratio against them? Because that could be like a cool thing. I think that's how it works. But, I'll probably just give the... Oh, I thought that was a Scope Seed at first. We'll probably just throw this at that guy. How do you eat while... How do you eat while sleeping? That's gotta choke you, right? Oh, I'll just Swords Dance. Rocky will probably kill the Spiritomb. Ah, never mind. Okay, let's use some of my moves so Rocky doesn't steal all the thunder from me. Boom! There we go. Taking the credit for that kill. Even though he did all the work. Serves your right for hurting Grovyle, huh? What's happening? Okay. Look how small he is. Run away! Bye. Oh, what was that? What was that all about? They got spooked and ran. Oh, Grovyle. Are you alright? Yeah, I'll be fine. Can you get up? Somehow. That Pokemon. It was cunning. It went up my nose and took control of my body. So that was a bad Pokemon. No, that's not true. That Spiritomb was probably upset over us trespassing in its space. It was frightening because it became so angry that it lost control of itself. But as you saw what happened, when the situation turned sour, it fled. It's normally a timid Pokemon. There are many such Pokemon here in your future. There are Pokemon who should be good, but they have become bitter and twisted because of this world's perpetual darkness. I see. Good Pokemon be going bad because of this world. That makes me sad. Hey, you two. Now, will you finally trust me? Somewhat? I'll admit, I don't really trust you, but... I've told you before. There's no point in continuing together if there's no trust between us. I'm leaving. Oh, wait. I didn't say I don't believe you. To be perfectly honest, we don't know what's what anymore. That's why we want to know as much as we can learn. And... it's true, I still don't completely trust you, Grovyle, but what you said does make some sense. It just seems to be logical. So, please? Grovyle, please tell us what you know. Tell us about this future. Why you came down To our world, Grovyle. So what if everything I say is a pack of lies? It's alright. I won't accept everything you say at face value right away. I'll listen, then decide. Well, fine. Follow me. Let's see what he has to say. Let's save our adventure. I'm gonna take a drink of my Dr. Pepper. Chapter 15. The Secret of the Planet's Paralysis. Well, that's a good drink. I miss the flavor of this drink. Good. This will do. Those Sableye won't be able to spot us easily here. Tell us, Grovyle. In the future, why did the planet's paralysis take place? The cause of the planet's paralysis. That dates back to your time, in the world of the past. The planet's paralysis started with the collapse of the temporal tower, which is governed by Dialga. The Dialga? Who is that? He is the legendary Pokemon that controls time. Dialga ensures that the proper flow of time from the temporal tower. But when the temporal tower collapsed, time gradually got out of control, and eventually, the planet fell into paralysis. What? What happened to Dialga? When time went out of whack, Dialga also lost control. Now, in your future, the planet has become fully paralyzed, and thus Dialga has lost almost all his reason, and is governed by darkness. Dialga is now beyond recognition. He has become an entirely different entity. Yes, he has been transformed into Primal Dialga, a primordial presence. Okay, Primal Dialga feels no emotion. He seeks only self-preservation, so he prevents history from changing. That's why Dialga wants me gone. Because I tried to change history. Because I tried to stop the planet's paralysis. Because I traveled back in time to your world from this place, your future. What? Grovyle, you're saying that you came back to our world so you can prevent the planet's paralysis? But that's completely the opposite of what we were told. Grovyle, you came back to our world to paralyze the planet, didn't you? And Grovyle, weren't you the one stealing the time gears? You've gotta be joking. I was collecting the time gears because they were needed to prevent the planet's paralysis. I needed to take them to Temporal Tower and put them in place. That would have reversed the collapse of the Temporal Tower, which was fully underway in your time. While it is true that removing a time gear from a specific place causes time to stop in that area, it's only temporary. After the time gears are put in the Temporal Tower, time would have been fully restored to normal everywhere. But then what about all the things Dusknoir said about you? Like how you were an outlaw, wanted in the future, and how you escaped from the future, then fled to our world in the past. So you're claiming all of that was just a bunch of lies? What else could it be? Because Dusknoir really is an agent sent from this future by Primal Dialga to get rid of me. What? Dusknoir was an agent sent to get rid of you? That's right. I have said that Primal Dialga will try to thwart any attempt to alter the course of history. That's why he learned that I traveled through time. He sent Dusknoir after me. The great Dusknoir? It can't be. It's hard for you to believe, I know. I can't believe it at all. You're saying that all of this was the great Dusknoir? I don't understand why Dusknoir is acting this way here, but I respected Dusknoir. I can't believe you. It's hard to accept, but looking back over of what we've been through in the future world, what Grovyle said is reasonable. It makes perfect sense, and Rocky knows it. Rocky knows deep down that what Grovyle says is true. But knowing that makes it much harder to accept. But hey, where are you going? I'm going to see Dusknoir. What? I want to see Dusknoir. I'm gonna find out what you said is true or not. What's the point of that? You'll only be making it easier for them to get rid of you. You don't want to stand a chance against them. Then, what am I supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? Didn't you wonder this earlier? And you decided that you would decide for yourself? You insisted that because you don't know what to believe, you wouldn't accept words for their face value, and you think for yourself? Ugh. It's times like this when things are tough and that you have to be strong. Think for yourself, then act as you deem right. Grovyle, what are you going to do now? I'm going back to the past again to stop the planet's paralysis. To do that, I need to find Celebi. Celebi? That's right. You can come with me or not. It's your choice. You two decide on your own course of action. I'm off. I don't know what I should believe either. But there's one thing I can say with certainty. In this future world of darkness, the planet is paralyzed. And the paralysis of the planet, it happened back in our world. That's why, to stop from what is happening, we have to go back to the past. We have to get back to our world. Lanogia. Yeah, I know. What Grovyle said, Grovyle is right. Things are very tough now, and that's why we have to be strong. I'm alright now. Let's go. Let's catch up to Grovyle. You got it. Lanogia. We have to get back. We have to go back to our world. You got it, Chief. Here we are. I'm guessing we have to go to that rock over there. Seems easy enough. Master Dialga, the stage has been set for the capture of the traitors. When the time comes, it may be necessary for us to beg your help, Master Dialga. As you wish. By your leave, we shall proceed. Oh, it looks like a forest here. What? What was that? Strange sensation. I've had that strange sensation before. Where are we? This is Dusk Forest. Its name comes from the dark fog that perpetually shrouds it. Oh, we're back at Silent Hill now. Deep in this forest, we should find Celebi. Hey, Grovyle. You mentioned the name before, but who's Celebi? Celebi is the legendary time travel Pokemon. She has the ability to cross time, but, well, she's a little odd. But anyway, Celebi's ability enabled me to go to the past. So if we find Celebi, can we return to our world? Yes, you can go back. But Celebi is the Pokemon that sent me to the past. That means Celebi has lent her support to reshaping history. Wait, are you saying that Celebi's in trouble too? That's right. Primal Dialga is also targeting Celebi. So there's no time to waste. We get ready soon, and we have to find Celebi. You got it. Ooh, finally a storage. I'm gonna sort my items. It's been far too long. I'm ready. Let's talk to him. If we don't hurry, the Celebi or Sableye will catch us. We're leaving as soon as you're ready. I got this. Let's go. Let's see the forest. You seem to be finally prepared. Let's go then. We'll find Celebi and return to the past. Let's go. Oh wait, don't go. What is it? If the three of us do return to our world, Grovyle, will you steal the Time Givers like you did before? Well, yeah, I will. Otherwise the planet's paralysis can't be stopped. But Grovyle, I'm not convinced yet. I don't completely trust you yet. I'm only cooperating with you because I want to return to our world. If we do return, Grovyle, I'll investigate if you really were planning to steal those time gears to prevent the planet's paralysis. Grovyle, if I decide that you're wrong for stealing the time gears, I'm gonna stop you, Grovyle. Do as you wish, but keep this in mind. What's important now is getting ourselves back to your world safely. So for the time being, focus on getting back home. Let's go. You got it. I feel it. I'm sensing something strange. What's the matter, Lanogia? I just know it. I'm gonna open up a window here. It's a little dark. And there goes my face. It's all bright now. Oh well. I felt something like this before. It was... That's it. It was when... What's wrong, Lanogia? What's this weird sensation? I don't know why I'm feeling this way. Wait a second. I know this place. Oh. Do we know this place? I thought so. This is similar to the sensation I had back then. Hey! What are you doing? Hurry! We have to hurry, Lanogia. Yep. Uh-oh. We got a scout over here. Way. We're being followed. Dusk Forest. Oh, that's a Gabite. That is a dragon ground type. Meaning it's pretty weak to, oh wow, this has a lot of HP. Makes sense because we have Grovyle with us. Let's see what his moveset is like. Oh, I literally can't see. Huh. Okay. So it looks like I can talk to him. Hurry, there's no time to waste. You got it. Ooh, I like this tune. The place looks wonderful too. I like this aesthetic of colors. Anything that's like dark brown and dark green, like, those go so well together. And we got a Miss Magius here, which is resistance against... It resists all my moves except for fire, so... We'll keep that in mind with my PowerPoint consumption. I'll make sure to not to use any fire moves. Oh. Nothing happened. Okay. Oh, there's the stairs. No items so far yet. I think I only found money. Oh, there's a Mothman over there. It's weak to fire, but I don't want to waste all my fire moves. So I'm just gonna scratch. And let my teammates deal with them. Yeah, what's Grovyle gonna use? Leaf Blade. That's one of my favorite moves of all time. I love Leaf Blade. That brings me back to when I used Leaf Blade in my Pokemon Black and White playthrough with Serperior as the grass starter. And I had like a setup where, even though they're a pretty good special attacker, I decided to go with a physical attacking set where they learn Coil, which raises attack, defense, and accuracy, I believe. And they also use Leaf Blade, which has a high crit rate, and lots of physical damage. So it was a really good combo, because not only was I bulky, but I also hit like a powerhouse, I was an absolute truck. So yeah, that does bring me back. I also had Aerial Ace as well. It was such a good moveset. And I won pretty much a lot of the battles I faced. Like, if you doubt grass types, they have such good movesets. You should really try them out. They're really fun. You do have to worry about a ton of weaknesses, but the way they play is just so fun. Ooh, Magical Leaf. Flame Wheel. There we go. Yeah, I'm just like I'm a big grass type fan. Like, if you don't know anyone else who likes every single grass type in every single series of the games, you do now. You know me. I chose grass types in every playthrough, and I've played every generation pretty much. Except for Gen 2, but I've played Soul Silver, which is based off the Gen 2 games, so... That's like the one grass type I will say, don't play. Don't play Chikorita. They suck. I still like their design though. They just suck in battle. That's all I'm gonna say. If you're a Chikorita fan, and you like Meganium, good on you, but it's not for me. I do actually like Cyndaquil in that game, mostly because I had Cyndaquil in my Rescue Team DX playthrough on the Switch. That's the only reason why I like Cyndaquil more. Because of that, like, just my connection to it. That's usually how, like, favorite Pokemon develop. You just have a connection to them in a playthrough. Because, I'm sure it has happened, but you don't really see people whose favorite Pokemon are just Pokemon they thought were cute. Like, I'm sure they have used them before in a playthrough of some game, or maybe they just like them in the show. Like, there's a connection somewhere. Doesn't matter how you like them, as long as, like, you just like their design and all that. I'm not gonna gatekeep what you like. Wow, these Gabites have a ton of HP. I'm not even rewarded with experience. Ow. Do I have any Petra Berries? I got a heal seed. Sure, let's do it. Could be worse, but I'm a little damaged, so it's going to be risky if I hang around with all that. Muffin? Scratch. Every time. I'm just hitting my fire moves, you know. Ooh, these guys seem to only have about 75 HP? Uh-oh, give me that. Screw those traps. I gotta re-equip everything. There you go. Screw those traps in particular, because they're not really dangerous, they're just annoying. Especially since I have to re-equip everything. That's a dead end. Or a loop-de-loop, rather. Same thing. They lead to the same place. Floor 6 already, I didn't even realize. It's like the opposite of that one dungeon way before, where I was like, man, I've been here forever, and I was only on floor 5. Ah, those days. I think it's only been an episode or two ago, actually. I could be wrong, though. I'm gonna let Turtwig deal with it. Yeah, maybe I'll give him a buff as well. Do I have anything? Ah, sure, let's do it. It's not like I'll ever use these anyways. Because boss fights are immune. Also, wow, why is the sun so bright? Okay. Alright, keep hitting. There we go. That did 86 that time, must have got the crit. Another one. I'm gonna move diagonal. Or, I say diagonal, I mean this way. And Flame Wheel. Boom. Not very effective, but that's okay. That's not my intention. My intention is just to do damage. I should upgrade Flame Wheel so that it has more power points. Maybe some more damage. It's just a really good move overall. Wow, there's a lot of enemies that resist fighting here, huh? Good thing I have Scratch. Yeah, Jump Bluff, Flying Grass. It's not a great type, but it's there. It's more of an offensive type, really, because they cover each other pretty well. Well, unless you're against a Steel type, then you're completely shut down. But yeah, you can fight off against other grass types, bug types. Ow. You can also beat up the fire types that you may struggle with, even though it is neutral, but you know how it is. Having something neutral is better than being not very effective. Speaking of neutral, there we go. Also, what was that exclamation mark there? Was that like a PP saver? I think it was a power point saver. Yeah, that makes sense. There we go. Now, if only Turtwig actually moved forward so that Grovyle could join the fight. But it's whatever. He doesn't need to use Quick Attack, but we seem to be... We know two of his moves. He has Quick Attack and Leaf Blade, which is honestly all you need, really. You have a move that defends yourself, that has Stab. You have the move that can attack in the back. I wonder if he has any buff moves. Dusk Force Heights. Oh boy. Is this where Celebi is supposed to be? That's right. It was around here that I met her last time. But if Primal Dialga knows of this place, Celebi will have fled from here. If this place isn't known to our pursuers, however, then Celebi should still be here. Hello, Celebi? It's me, Grovyle. Reveal yourself if you're here. She's not coming out. Did she get frightened off by the Primal Dialga? What if she's been captured by Primal Dialga? Captured? Where'd that voice come from? Is that Celebi? But now, I don't hear anything. That voice. Was I just hearing things? You didn't imagine it. Me? Captured? How insulting. Captured? Impossible, that's for sure. Oh, here we are. Celebi. It's been far too long, my dear Grovyle. Yeah, it's been a while, Celebi. What? This tiny thing is Celebi? Now that's just downright rude. How inappropriate to poke fun at my petite proportions. I'm sorry? I heard that you have the ability to cross time, so I expected you to have to be some awe-inspiring Pokemon. How uncouth. Never judge someone by appearances. But, I forgive you. After all, you must find me cuter and more special than you'd imagined. Teehee? Yes. Celebi, I need your help again. I know. Seeing you back here, my dear, Grovyle tells me everything I need to know. You're back because you failed in your mission in the past, yes? Yes, it's true. I hope you can manage this time. I've had quite enough of this. Living in this dark, dreary world is so depressing. Sorry, no time to chat, but the Sable are tracking us. If we don't leave soon, we'll have brought trouble to you. It's quite fine. There is no need to worry. Those Sable come. They're no concern to me. Yeah, aren't you? Oh, no, you're not a fairy type in the recent games. You should be really a fairy type, honestly. But you're a grass psychic. Besides, if you were to be so kind as to prevent the planet's paralysis, we'll finally be spared the agony of this world in darkness. My dear Grovyle, I will devote my whole life to achieve that end. Alright. Where's the passage of time? It's ready. It's nearby. The passage of time is on the plateau above this forest. That's good. Can you guide us? Yeah. Are the three of you, taking the passage of time? Yeah, that's right. Oh, what's this? Your friend? What? What? No. That can't be. Is something the matter, Celebi? No. It's nothing. Well then, shall we? Off to the passage of time? Hey Grovyle, so what's the passage of time? The passage of time is a portal that Celebi can use to travel through time. It's a secret corridor that spans dimensions. For short trips, I can travel through time all by myself. But for big trips that span many generations, I must use the passage of time. Ah, so if we were to go through the passage of time... Yeah. You can be able to return to your time. Oh, I see it. Wow. There's the entrance that leads up to the plateau. The passage of time is way up there. Good. We'll leave as soon as we're ready. On the next episode. It's been quite a long time. I'm sure you don't want to sit here for another 10 to 20 minutes. So, we're going to leave that up on the next one. Leave a like, subscribe again. Let your friends subscribe. Everybody subscribe. Just do all that. We'll have fun next time. I'll see you there. Bye-bye.